Hey guys, Rookie Lock here, back once again. I hope everyone's having a great day as always, and I got something a little bit different for you guys today. Well, as you can see, there's a couple of ratchets in front of me here, and not sure if many of you know, but another one of my hobbies is kind of restoring old tools or um, kind of older, yeah, I guess old tools and some other old random items. Um, Yeah, basically, it all got started a while back when my father gave me this Stanley handplane here, and this was in absolute garbage condition, had rust all over it. Yeah, the blade was all dinged up, and it's still not the best of condition, but I'm pretty happy with the way it came out, and it basically started the bug for yeah, the love of restoring things, bringing new life into old tools. So yeah, that's what started it. I've since did quite a few things. Only have a couple things with me. This is the next one that I restored. Old oil can. Nothing special, but like I said, just bringing new life into old things like that. It's pretty rewarding. So same thing with tools, same thing with locks, of course. But yeah, the other day I was having lunch at my mom's house, and we're planning on visiting my brother for Christmas. He lives in a town about a couple hours away. And I was saying how I'd love to stop in at the Princess Auto. Those of you that don't know, Princess Auto is basically a Canadian version of Harbor Freight. Kind of a store that has just about anything that you can think of, all kinds of power tools, hand tools, um, yeah, all kinds of stuff, really. And I was saying how I really want to get a flex head ratchet. Um, yeah, I've always wanted one of these. I watch quite a few tool review channels on YouTube, and they all seem to really love their flex heads, locking flex head, or just one like this. But anyway, I was mentioning that, and my stepfather went downstairs, and yeah, he came up with this thing. And he said, it's nothing special, nothing fancy, but if you want it, it's yours. And yeah, I couldn't turn that down. Another opportunity to bring new life into an old tool. So I took it home, and here I am. I'm going to basically, with this donor ratchet, I'm going to put a new ratchet mechanism in it, and it came with this really ugly handle on it. I'm guessing this thing must be, well, if I didn't have an educated guess, if I didn't know where it came from and when it was used and stuff like that, I would probably say this was from the 70s. But a little more educated, it's probably from the 80s. So, really, really funny handle on this ratchet. So I'm going to switch it out with this one. I'll probably start with that. The diameter was a little bit too small, so I just put a couple layers of shrink tape, or shrink tubing, as you can see there. And this should make it where this is a pretty good fit. I'm just going to take it off camera, see how well it's gripping, and I'm pretty happy with that. It's going to hold up pretty good. And if anything happens to start slipping, I'll just put a layer of tape under there, and that makes all the difference in the world, going from this ugly handle to that. And next, you can probably see I already took out the, forget what these are called, there's a technical name for it, but it's kind of like a full circle ring, kind of like what they use in abloys. Took that out, and the whole ratchet mechanism comes out. And as you can see, this is pretty old because it's dry as a bone in there. And you can see how it works here when you flip your direction switch. The left or right teeth will engage, and they engage with these with this broaching in here, basically. So I didn't take this one off yet. I'll show you guys how I do that. Basically, the easiest way I found to do it is with some little picks like this, which actually I just got these recently too at the dollar store, believe it or not. And I mean, they're not the best, but I mean, can't argue with $1. I mean, come on. Even if they break, I get my use out of them. So I'll put this one at one end of it and this one at the other, and I think we already got it. Yeah, we did have it, but it slipped. Alright, there we go. Not sure how well that showed up on camera because I was looking over the camera, but yeah, you can see that that's come up, and it's just a matter of following it around. I'm just trying to do it nice and slow for you guys. And this one I know is well greased because I've done it fairly recently. And they look pretty much the same, so it should be just a direct swap over. It's pretty evident the way they go in. This has like a little recess here on one side, and that corresponds to the side with the switch on it, and that looks better already. I guess I'll use this ring. Well, they're both the same, so. And these are a lot easier to go back on than they are taking off, so you can just try to get a focus for you guys. Not too bad. Sometimes I end up screwing it up by... This camera's so finicky. Alright, so we can see where the ring starts here, and we'll just put that in the groove and just follow it around. He says. Yeah, there we go. And not too much to it. And probably put this one in this one. When you put them in, you gotta press the pawl sticks up a little bit too far, so you gotta push that down a little bit. Yep. And I'll put the clip on after. But not too much to it. A lot of ratchets these days are guaranteed for life, so if you have any, I say most of them, but I mean, I say a lot of them, but don't get me wrong, there's a lot of them that aren't guaranteed for life. But actually I just fixed one for my father. It was a gray, made in Canada gray wrench, or ratchet. And I brought it into a local dealer, and he just gave me a bag of parts and sent me on my way. Same for people in Canada, Canadian Tire, Mastercraft. You'll bring your wrench into Canadian Tire, and they'll take it in the back, and they'll just do what I did, basically switch out put a whole new assembly in it if there's nothing wrong with the body itself. So yeah, I thought that was cool just to share with you guys. Might be doing few more restoration / refurbish videos there, if I come across any more tools that yeah, that are interesting to check out. So pretty happy with how that turned out. Nice red handle. Don't think it's coming off that easily, and I think this one will slip on here. And oddly enough, this one isn't a single diameter. If I knew someone with a lathe, this would be nice to have knurled. I know some people don't really like the knurling on ratchets anymore, but grab a hammer here, and maybe this will go right on here. It's not going all the way on, but I'll fiddle with that later. Put some WD-40 on there, and I'll probably slip all the way on. So yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you guys have restored any tools or anything like that. Yeah, hopefully I'll come up with some more stuff to restore. Like I said, there's nothing like breathing new life into these old tools or locks or really whatever have you. Alright guys, appreciate you guys joining me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.